and I can make you look classy. Second night you walk past me, I'm trying to whip around. I had to get you in my backseat. They call me Mr. Plenty. Check the leather on the Bentley. Sure your friends will get friendly. Maybe I could be your sugar daddy, yeah. Cause I'm all about money, money. Maybe I could be a sugar daddy, yeah.
Little Uzi, I want to rock. Like, that's fun.
We're just talking about life. What a great vibe this year has been.
Yeah.
Bro, this is our first podcast this year.
I was literally gonna say, we can literally just tell everyone like Happy New Year. man, different shit we could talk about and just say
Happy New Year, Happy Black History Month. Oh, you know what's actually really good to talk about? Not really good to talk about, but shout out to Cenat, who's fucking just taking over the world right now.
Word, shout out to him.
Like that's
big.
A
he's what, like the number one streamer in the world now, right?
Yes, but not all time.
Not all time.
I don't think he's trying to break the all-time record. The all-time record is like 283,000 subs.
He has 200
like 240,000.
40
like
now?
240,000. Yeah, 240,000.
Oh, he's gonna break the record.
Well, he's definitely gonna break the record. I don't think.
Shout out to New York. That's another win for us. Yo, if you know the No Politics podcast, New York claims wins. Cenat becoming the all-time
most subscribed on Twitch.
Fucking streamer, like that's a New York win.
He's probably gonna win Streamer of the Year too, back-to-back years.
Bro, I'm not
what he's doing is incredible.
Like in the streaming community, I know you're like familiar with guys and you've watched them fucking play video games and different things and you get to know their personalities. But like I haven't really been fully in tune with that community as for like who's the top guys and stuff. Like obviously when Fortnite was around, like everyone heard of Ninja, but I'm not really well versed. But Cenat, like even him, like he brings a person like me even into like watching and seeing him. Like you see him everywhere on all different, and it's not like he's just on the platforms. I mean, or like in the media section of like say Instagram or anything that you get your media from that is just like gaming or streaming. Like you'll see him on hip hop, on meme pages, on this, on that, on like he's transcended a lot of shit as a streamer. And it's not he's not even just a game. He plays video games probably, but like yeah, he was doing the Hogwarts shit, but like he's not just a gamer or you know what I mean?
No,
I
don't even think he would define himself as a gamer.
I don't.
Like,
I wouldn't
even
either,
as a Twitch streamer.
When you think of streamer, you think of gamers and shit.
He's just I just think of him as he's just a universal kind of content creator. He'd be YouTube videos, streaming, obviously. He used to do the skits. He don't do. I mean, technically, the YouTube shit they still implement like kind of sketch comedy into it a little bit.
And him streaming for 30 days right now. Well, 28 days.
Yeah, he's on day 27 right now. 28 days straight.
The
27 days straight.
Or whatever. The first 2 days when he was with NLE Chopper, that was like doing the skit stuff.
Fucking hilarious. Yeah, fucking hilarious.
Trying to do like a reality show, 24-hour recording.
Mm-hmm. And he still has it. He's still in that crib. He's, for anyone who doesn't know, he rented out a crib that he's staying at for the entire Black History Month, basically. And it's full-time cameras, like full-time.
Yeah.
All around the house. The cameras are controlled. Not
this big money shit.
Like, yeah. And, you know, you go from room to room as he walks through the crib. Different cameras. It's like a whole production right now. And, it's nonstop. Yep. Like people watch him sleep. He pulls 40,000 viewers in his sleep, literally. Like
I haven't been as in tune, but like some of the stuff that I have seen, it's like, oh shit, like okay, he's killing it. He's funny. Like he's having a good time. He's consistently getting good content.
He's consistently.
Like, I tuned in, and it happened to be the day he was on with Ruby Rose.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm watching this shit.
Okay. and I was locked in.
They were talking about Riz. It was mad funny though. He had his man's like, if you got Riz, then what you gonna say to her? And then his man's looked at him, he was like, rate me 1 through 10.
Yeah, fucking awful.
They were
Street interview
they
Riz type
were
shit.
like, what? That's not. And then his one boy came through. It was like, what would you say? And he killed it. He was on some shit. What he said, he was like, damn. He was like, she said some shit. He was like, I don't want to move too fast. We can move at your pace and shit. But like, take my number. Like, he was on some smooth shit though.
Yeah, it's just sweet talk shit.
Yeah. And then they will ask her like, what's your Riz? And she was like, I think 10 or more. And then they're like, let's see. And then she went up to one of his boys and she whispered something in his ear, and they all was like, oh, she got the Riz. Yo, shit was mad funny. I was dying.
Girls don't need to do shit to Riz the dude up.
Yo, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah. As long as you're attractive, generally you can say anything. Like, you just gotta not say something like that's gross, like, or that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you say anything, like, you could literally whisper in a dude's ear, like, we should hang out in the back room, like, and I'll be like, oh,
or just
my
hang
God.
out sometime.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh shit.
She got me. Take my number, like.
I think I love her.
Yeah, easy. But so yeah, shout out to
not me. I'm just saying, like, that's how dudes be.
Yeah. But yeah.
Also, the rise of the word Riz. Shout out that shit. That's on the rise. It's one of them things.
That's him.
Yeah. But yeah.
Harry
Potter's fucking.
Everything's Harry Potter
crazy.
right now.
Yeah.
Everything's Harry Potter. I feel like those are like the biggest storylines of the year
so far.
Like, what are we missing? So, like, what are the biggest storylines?
Tory Lanez went to jail.
Oh yeah, man! I wanted to talk about this when that happened.
When it happened, right?
Yeah. I feel like there was so much I wanted to talk about when it happened.
Man. But like, what is there really to talk about? Because I felt like it was a topic that was like something that we could discuss and like not deep dive, but get some content.
I was gonna say,
but once that conversation leaked from when he got arrested,
yeah. But here's the thing: before that conversation leaked, people was still on his beef like crazy, like not as like really trying to call Meg a liar and really going hard for this man.
Yo,
and I'm just like, why y'all weird? Like, why y'all so weird on the internet for?
Yeah.
Like, y'all will really go to bat for a man you don't really know.
Yeah.
And like go super hard about it. And like evidence will come out or something will come out from the trial and they still going hard to like downplay that and to like oppose that. And it's like the Andrew Tate shit similarly. You know what I mean? Like the way people just go so hard for this man. It's like, Andrew Tate's you don't really know. Like that's another storyline. But it's like, I don't know him. So I'm not like with the Tory Lanez Meg shit, I never really liked Tory Lanez like that. So like, I'm like in my mind, I'm like, he do come off like the type of dude that would do this. and so, but even that, I wasn't going hard for it, and that's because I know that I don't know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they don't like to accept that they don't know.
Yeah,
they'll act like they don't, like they rather act like they know than just accept the fact that you don't know. And that's okay. We don't have to know everything. So in the case like that, it's like, all right, there's two sides to the story. I wasn't there, so I don't know. So I'm not going to go hard for either side.
Yeah.
Even if I feel a certain way about what might be the truth, what might not be the truth, I'm not going to go so super hard. So when the facts start coming out and niggas is still going to bat for Tory Lanez, it's like, why y'all on his dick like this? Yeah. Like, I don't get that. It's like embarrassing internet activity. I can't get behind it. Like, and
we might know somebody that knows Tory Lanez that knows
and
the true story.
Yeah, like I had sources
And even
that like
knowing
a while
something
before
like that, way before trial and all this
way
stuff,
before anything.
we've might have heard something.
Yeah.
But even
No
knowing
sources,
that,
just
let me
us.
just say this: I'm also like you, like I fucked with. This is obviously I've actually fucked with some of Tory's music. I don't go hard. I wouldn't say like I'm a
No, I
big
fucked with some of his
fan.
music too. I'm not a big fan either, but like some of his shit was cool. Yeah, I fucked with
Yeah,
him.
but then hearing about the situation, not knowing nothing, just hearing about the situation, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I could stand on like I don't know. And then, but if he did
Something
shoot
funny just popped into my
a
head.
woman, I can't fuck with him. And it's not like I was checking for his music after that. Then we hear things that we've heard, and it's like, well, I figured he probably might have done it. Maybe I don't know, but whatever. I'm not judging. I guess
I'm
that
not gonna
shit. Whatever
speak on it
happens,
crazy because I
It
don't know.
don't affect me. I wasn't thinking at the end of
Exactly.
the day.
Exactly.
Then more stuff start coming out, but then also a couple years have gone by, so it's like I forget about it. I don't really care. Then he dropped a couple like features that might have been okay. You know what I'm saying? And dropped a song that might have been okay. And I'm like, like not even thinking about the whole situation really like that too
Yeah, I get what
deeply.
you're
But
saying.
yo,
And then you was bumping
that's
Tory Lanez again. I get
nah,
it.
I bumped
I hear what
probably
you're
like
trying to
that
confess.
one song, you know. But then the court case comes out, and it's like when you hear the side of them, and I can speak on this because it was out in the media everywhere. It's like, did Kelsey shoot Meg? Did they get into a fight? Is this like a situation of Tory was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they're trying to blame him, and he really didn't shoot her? Even me, I started being like, damn, wait, what if he is innocent? Like, shit was that crazy that at some point I forgot all the other shit, and I'm hearing this shit. I'm like, what if he was innocent? And then the phone call drops, and it's like, oh nah, he's guilty.
Yeah, oh nah, for sure. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, he's guilty,
bro. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot that I had heard you had done it already. That's funny. No,
being honest.
Nah, see, I just remember just arguing with. I'm not gonna say who. You know who I. Maybe you don't remember who I was arguing with, but just arguing like, just thinking like, how could you continue to make excuses after like the shit we're hearing? And like, it was just so bad in internet comments, bro, about like, it's funny because I think men on the internet hate women more than like the general population of men feel towards women. Like, men on the internet hate women, it feels like. Internet men, like dudes that live their whole life on the net type shit.
But there's a pocket in the internet of women that shit on men.
Oh, same thing, 100%. Yeah. I'm not even speaking on that. Like, that's,
I'm just saying, like, it's not just one sided though. Like,
no, agreed. I mean, there's like
a bunch of sections of the internet that are
it?
for like hate groups.
Yeah. There's definitely like feminist women who are like, I forget what you call it. It's like the extremist version of being a feminist. It's just over the top.
Yeah.
Like kill all men type shit. There's like, I think that's a hashtag, like kill all men.
What?
Yeah, like, that's
shit, I never heard of that.
Yeah, like, it's weird. Like, it
yo,
goes
why
deep,
don't we
but
just
I'm
make
not
an
talking
outrage about shit like that? Start canceling these motherfuckers.
Because I don't
I'm
give a fuck about
offended.
canceling anybody.
I'm offended. I'm going against that group. That's
So-
shit. Fuck that.
So I feel like men on the internet specifically, and I think what it comes from is that men, I think we've mentioned it before, women run the internet.
True.
Women really, because
They run the
if you a
world,
woman
you
on the
mean?
internet, huh?
They run the world.
Okay, I mean, you can take it further, but for sure, see, that to me is debatable. But on the internet, women win.
Ask Beyonce.
Okay, I'll do that. Women win on the internet. It's a lot easier for women
And
to win
in
on
court.
the internet than men. And in custody battles. Yeah, like,
So
you talk about anything. So So I think a part of men on the internet is they're trying to like fight back against that. So they love to see a woman lose. And that's not all men. Like, if you getting offended by what I'm saying, then relax. Like, he's like, if the shoe fits, wear it. Niggas is putting on shoes and they don't got to put on shoes. Like, but so I feel like a part of it comes from Nat too. Like, people are just so mad that they just going hard for Tory Lanez. Like, you don't know this man. Like, relax. Just because you a fan of his music or whatever the case may be, but you going so hard for him. And like you wasn't there, dog. Like, it's okay to not know. It's okay to be like, damn, I was a fan of this person, but the shit I'm hearing, like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Instead, they like, nah, not
but
my
the one thing I
like,
would say,
what?
like something that came out from that whole, even the phone call conversation was like, oh, I was so drunk, I didn't know what was going on. And people could be like, how were you so drunk? You didn't know you were shooting a gun. But like, how many of those people that are saying that have actually blacked out drunk and know what that's like? Bro.
Oh yeah, you could totally.
I've been
like,
blacked out
yourself.
drunk where literally the next day people tell me like, yeah, this happened, that happened.
You was like, shooting a gun.
No fucking way. They're like, you punched your boy. No, I didn't. No way. Yo, you fucking ripped your shirt off like Hulk Hogan and said, I'm Hulk Hogan. No fucking way.
Classic Aaron moment. Just classic Aaron.
You just started acting like The Rock, calling people jabronis and shit.
Yeah.
Damn, really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you fucking just started pissing everywhere in the hallway on purpose. What? No,
I've seen people
way.
get drunk and just piss on the floor, like, anywhere.
Literally.
Yeah.
It happened, like, bro, one of my cousins, he was so drunk, I was sleeping over his crib. He woke up and literally just went and peed in the corner. And I happened to have, like, my book bag in that corner, and he peed on my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens.
My boy in college peed in my other boy's snack bin. Nigga was tight.
No.
Like, his bin and snack, nigga had to take him to Walmart and got him new snacks. Yeah. You know the two people too. I'm just not gonna put them on blast.
Yeah.
But like, his two people you're aware of.
That's funny.
But,
that's hilarious. But fucking.
But that's the case with that.
But
it's
yeah,
a closed case.
Let me finish my point though.
Oh, go ahead.
I could see like a situation where something happened and I don't know.
Totally
someone should have been responsible and he should have never got his hands on a gun. But since nobody was responsible enough to prevent that, somehow I could see someone being blacked out drunk, getting their hands on a gun and shooting it at a fucking female because they don't even fucking,
because they're not there.
Thinking,
Yeah.
You know?
Which,
for all
to me,
they know,
that doesn't make it justifiable.
And it's like a fucking fake dream that they're in a movie.
Yeah.
Like,
and to me, you saying that, like, I don't know.
And it's not trying to cop a plea for him.
It's not like a justifiable
He's still
thing.
Wrong, but I can see where that could be the case.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounded like that was the case from the conversation that leaked. You know, like I didn't know.
Like that was what he was saying, type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
But that's something that's been happened through that happened.
I've actually never been blackout drunk.
You've never been blacked out drunk?
No, I won't allow myself to.
You wouldn't like it probably. You wouldn't like
No.
to
I'm someone
wake
that like
up and feel like
I don't remember.
I just don't know what happened. I could have been taken advantage of something like bro, in blackout drunk state, someone can literally just strip you naked and you will not know.
Yeah, you won't remember. Yeah, you won't. Yeah, no, I couldn't allow myself to get there just because, like, you know me, I gotta be.
I'm thankful and I'm blessed that I've been around good people
that you can
have
trust,
my best interest at heart. Like, I gotta take care of him, make sure he's good, type shit.
Yeah, that's like me. I'm like, if I go out with friends and they get black, like I'm like, I gotta be the parent, type shit.
And I've done it to a point like with ARTZ when we were younger, when I was like 16, 17. To the point where it was like he didn't want to deal with that no more. You know what I mean? It's like, and I start feeling guilty and regret it, like a fucked up person. Like, damn, why do I put him in that situation and shit? But as I got older, obviously, I'm a kid. That's why I was a fucking kid drinking, and it's not like he allowed it. He would be like, "Yo, don't drink," or but he's not my fucking parent. I'm gonna listen to him, like, "Yo, you can't control me," type shit. But then he got to take care of me, like. as you get older, you realize and you're like, okay, you become more mature and shit, and you change and you get better.
You realize like,
Don't
damn, I
get me
can't be on
wrong,
this
I
type of
still
shit.
kind of have a reputation where it's like, yo, don't get Aaron too drunk, he might act crazy. And it's like, and then I'm like, bro, like that was like literally more than 10 years ago. Like I'm not even on that type of time. Like I could have one drink and not even have I don't even like drinking at this point. I could just drink one cup and be good.
Right. Yeah.
True. But
I only drink socially now for the most part.
Facts.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, socially. I was gonna say like an event, but events are social. Like Super Bowl, I'll drink.
Or holidays.
If someone's drinking, like we didn't even drink on the Super Bowl. We was just maxing.
No, we didn't.
It was just vibing.
Did I even smoke? I think I smoked like one or two. But for the most part, we was just talking.
You did because you was going crazy during Rihanna's performance.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, at one point, he was like, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. I think it's because I'm hot. But he was mad excited. And at one point, he was just watching her. And he was like, she's such a queen. And I was just like, what is this nigga talking about? Like, so he's in awe right now. It's just like I'm sitting there, but I'm chilling, like, and I'm like,
and then I started overthinking it too. I'm looking at you, but that's the thing too. Like, so you're right, yeah, definitely, I was definitely high, but then your vibe wasn't coinciding with mine.
Because I wasn't super excited about it.
You wasn't like, yo, she killing it. You was just like mad stoic, like.
Yeah. Because it was cool like, to me. It wasn't like, oh.
And then I'm
like I wasn't going crazy.
But I wasn't going crazy like, yo, she's like, this is something I never seen before. But I'm like, yo, she's just, these are the hits.
You was just feeling it differently.
Yeah, like these are hits right here. She up there. She a queen. Like, and then at one point I'm like, is she pregnant? And then I started overthinking that. And I'm like, no, I mean she still look beautiful. Like maybe
I was, You started like checking yourself.
Like I'm not trying to disrespect or none or offend. Yeah. Like she can hear me or some shit.
Yeah.
Or you judging me.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely you were, but
yeah,
I don't. Otherwise, I'm not drinking like that.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Facts.
But
drinking's lame.
That's funny. I was gonna what I was gonna say also I just felt like with the whole Tory Lanez thing, because we're wrapping it up, right?
Yeah,
pretty much.
I don't got nothing else to say.
That you're aware of why like I'm like convinced he would lie about some shit, right?
Nah.
Like I've told you the whole shit about he is in a Fortnite tournament. I've definitely told you this.
You probably did, but I don't remember. So
For a Tory Lanez, so there used to be this Fortnite tournament.
No fucking
called
way.
Friday Fortnite, and it was basically it's a kill race. You and a partner are racing to out kill two people that are go into the same squad, so drop in together.
Okay.
But like,
so it's 4.
You and your partner work together. Split off. Yeah. And whoever him and his partner work together.
Wins.
And whoever has the most kills between, yes, right. And so sometimes they would get celebrities in the mix to like team up with people and shit like that. And one of these tournaments, him and his teammate was like killing, and they got to like I want to say like the final 4 or something, where people were like, yo, Tory Lanez is actually nice. He's actually dropping kills.
And it wasn't him playing.
Type shit. And so what generally you have to do is you have to show yourself.
Yeah.
At some point. So when they get to the final 4, people realize, like, most people will stream themselves playing it.
Yeah.
People realize, like, he hasn't streamed himself at all.
Oh, shit.
So they was like, all right, for the final 4, you got to turn your camera on. And Tory Lanez made like a big fuss about it. Like, nah, what? Why I gotta? He even sent a video. He made a video and posted it to his Twitter. Like, nah, this shit is whack. Like, why now? Blah, 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 blah. Because y'all don't believe it's me. Whatever. And like, bro, you're Tory Lanez. Like, you could stream yourself playing this shit. You know what I mean? And he just made a big fuss about it. He was like, nah, I'm not.
Stream yourself, but you put a video out of yourself anyway.
And he was like, nah, I'm not doing this. This shit whack. Like, and so I'm just like, this dude got this corny about a Fortnite tournament.
Wow.
And it's like, that just always rubbed me the wrong way and sat with me as like, if this dude would cap over a Fortnite tournament,
he wanted to be known as the best Fortnite rapper.
right?
Player.
That's
best rapper
like,
that player Fortnite.
And it's like, damn, if you would go that hard for like a reputation kind of thing to like look a certain way to the public, like, you know me, that's not my style. Like, I can't get behind that. I can't support that. So like, that always stuck with me as like, so when the shit went down, I'm like, yeah, he the type to do some shit like this and lie about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but
yeah.
I mean, maybe that's not
he
right.
was found guilty though.
Yeah. But even me knowing that, even me feeling that way, and even me hearing from whoever we heard it from, you know, what actually went down, I'm not on some like internet shit talking about, yo, I know he did it. Yeah, on his beef. And, you know, I'm not even going home. I'm just still chilling because maybe the sources weren't correct. Maybe, you know, benefit of doubt. Even if I felt like he didn't do it, I'm not going to talk crazy on the internet. But the people of the internet just, some of them just be on these celebrities. And it's like, you don't even know this person in real life. Like,
Word.
And,
Word.
Same thing goes for Andrew Tate.
Word.
He's beyond him. Like, you don't know this man.
I mean,
this man could have done anything.
That's how I defend Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, I guess.
And Michael Jordan.
You make it sound like they've done like heinous shit in their personal life.
Just in like debates of greatness. But Andrew Tate. Speaking of him, he's in jail. That's crazy.
Is he? He's like locked up?
He's locked up in Romania.
Yeah, that's tough.
Bro was in solitary confinement and all that.
Damn, I haven't been updated like that.
Boy, you don't know what's going on with the boy?
Nah, I know they was like
the top G.
I know they caught him and his brother for something. I don't even know what it was.
Human trafficking.
Nah. See, because I heard a report about that, but then they said that's not what it was.
A prostitution ring.
Nah, see, I didn't even hear that. It was something way lesser. Like,
he said it was for something with taxes, maybe.
I don't know, but I know it was way less damning.
But no, like they're trying to say like he had pretty much like he was pimping chicks on OnlyFans, and
I mean, I feel like that
and he definitely kind of was, but not to the extent where it was like
a ring.
Like it was more like
he was holding them against their will type shit.
He was managing them.
Yeah.
But like he had like they used against him because it's in Romania, so the fucking laws and the government's a lot different, the way they define things and shit. So like they used against him like it's like two of the chicks that are accusing him of this had like Tate's property tattooed on them or some shit like that.
But I didn't something come out where like it exposed those girls as liars.
But then something came out where like the WhatsApp, like a conversation on WhatsApp or some shit, where they were like conspiring to lie on his name and like bring him down type shit. When really it's just like, yo, I'm giving you clout. You get clout off me. People go follow your IGs and all that, and I get a certain percentage from. I mean, people follow your OnlyFans and shit, and I get a certain percentage, and that's our deal. Like it's more like a endorsement kind of thing, like. But
it's like marketing.
And marketing, exactly, and it's like in the eyes of some governments, that's like you're fucking prostituting.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Right. I mean.
So I don't know what's going on, but that's the gist of it. Like that's like a summary. So that's crazy.
Okay, well, even with that, I don't know the truth, so can't really speak on it. If he is on some wild shit, unfortunate. Wasn't like I don't feel a certain way about it. Like I know other people are fans of him.
Yeah.
And then other people hate him.
I started feeling like I can tolerate him being a figure
Yeah, I don't mind him as a figure. He's like he's memeable. Is some of the shit he says is funny, but it's the problem is the way the
What the
public
fuck? What was
perceives him.
that song?
Oh,
They leaked that he was a rapper,
I gotta find
Mr.
this shit.
Plenty.
This is worth bringing up.
Mr. Plenty. That was just started buzzing. He started hanging out with Adin Ross, so I was like, I'm starting to be able to tolerate him as like a figure. Like that's all I'm trying to say too. But yeah, that Mr. Plenty, he's a fucking.
I wanted to play it, but
you're gonna have to YouTube it then. If,
Second night you walk past me, I turned the whip around, I had to get you in my backseat. They call me Mr. Plenty. Check the leather on the Bentley. Show your friends will get
yeah, they call me Mr. Plenty. But that was the funniest part about it, is that his whole spiel has been like, you don't spend on women, I'm the catch, I'm this, I'm that. And then his rap song's talking about tricking on women. Like, I'm going to buy you whatever you want.
But that's the shit. See,
I got money.
I think if you could see through what Andrew Tate is, then he's at least entertaining, right? He can at least entertain you because you just laughing at the stupidity. Yeah. The issue is, and not to say like he's a joke completely, right? Because he, like we've said on the podcast, like there's some things he says where it's like, oh, like that's true, like that's a good point. He just actually made a valid point, right? But it's that people don't see through like the character that he is, right? He's playing a character. You know what I mean? And when you don't see through that, now you have these people that are kind of like brainwashed into thinking he's really this top G. He all that, and like I gotta live up to like the type of vibe he's on. And it's like he's playing a character, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that's another thing too. I think
don't worship the man.
We
like
spoke on before, like yeah, like you looking up to him.
Yeah, it's like, and it's like you think like
how you looking up to fucking Andrew Tate?
Yeah, it's like you think what this character represents is like for real. It's like it's not, bro. Like he's got
as
you.
much as a character as the homie from the Detroit urban survival tactics.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, it's character shit, which is fine because it's entertaining. But the problem is the public's perception. Like I said, when too many people take it serious, now it becomes a thing where like, nah, I'm anti-woman now. I don't like women no more because
which is
women
crazy.
This and you know, and it's like, bro, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like, yo, it be to the point that people misunderstand his message so much, or not misunderstand his message, but misunderstand his character. Because his message is kind of clear, as that character. But it be to the point where people misunderstand it so much that like if they see a dude talking to a girl, they're like that's, we don't do that. And it's like you don't like talking to women, son? Like what? Like you identify as a heterosexual male, but you hate the women race so much that you don't even talk to them? Like why you talking to her? Like she's a woman. It's like what, bro? Like
you talk to
like
dumb dudes talk to the booty goons.
Yeah, they'll see a clip of a dude like spitting game to a girl and be like, why this is against what he preaches. Like, no, you just misinterpreting what's being preached. Like, he's not saying don't talk to women. He's saying don't get used by women. You know what I mean? And even that, like,
but
that's not me to reinforce his message, but that's to say, like, just people misinterpret shit. Like, people don't understand the nuance and shit. But that's the problem. Is people take things, they run with it, they don't understand it, and then it becomes something that it shouldn't be, or that even if it was what the person or character intended, if this at all sounds like I'm trying to like say like, Tate's misunderstood, because no, he knows what he's doing. I feel like he's smart enough to know what he's doing. It's just people just, I don't know, people that aren't smart enough or don't have the guidance to kind of understand shit for what it is,
Yeah.
They the ones that get, that's how you end up in a cult. Like,
That's the thing too. Like,
you too gullible. You don't.
that I feel like that kind of ties in like with, and I'm not trying to like say like we're pressed for time or anything, but because we're already like 50 minutes, I don't know how much of it is actually gonna,
Yeah, I mean, bro, it don't
but
matter.
it don't matter. But what I'm trying to say is that reminds me of something we were talking about before we were recording, and it was like you can't see in like no right world where a young girl's gonna say like I want to grow up and be a porn star, like,
Oh wow, yeah.
because they will have examples of like regular jobs, 9 to 5s first before, like you would assume.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can't fathom that, but it's like I can't fathom in the same world where it's like people really look up to someone like a public figure like a Andrew Tate or something and think like, oh, that's
That's a
like you
real
said,
thing.
like you said, like that's how cults start type shit. Like,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like the same thing. Like I can't fathom how that shit happens. Like,
But it does, because there are so many people. And the problem is like, even people that do have guidance, right? Maybe they have parents that are present, right? But when a kid goes into his room or her room and get on the internet, that's an entirely new world, brother. That's an
word.
entirely new world
I've been thinking
open to
about
them.
that lately too, with my kid being 10 years old, and
Mm-hmm.
like knowing they have open access to an iPad that has an internet search browser.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, in the right world, I give my kid the freedom to be on the iPad without me. Like, I mean,
Oh, damn.
granted, they know, she knows her
Yeah.
restrictions, like as far as certain things, but I would be lying if I said I constantly go to Safari and check history or
Yeah.
anything.
Like, constantly on top of it.
So like that's kind of like me just giving her the benefit of the doubt and the trust that she's not searching up things that are inappropriate.
Yeah, but kids, and here's the
But
thing, is
the
that
fact of the
kids
matter is,
are
like the point
curious,
you're
and it's
getting
a new
to,
world. It's a
when they
whole
go
world.
in their room and the door closes, or even just they're just there and they're not being bothered, you never know what they're absorbing
Mm-hmm.
and believing and shaping their mind to
Mm-hmm.
follow and believe type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So, like, yeah, you could think like, in what world is this person gonna gain enough influence to really fuck up a child's brain?
and
It's like this world. Unfortunately, it is very much in this world where you have public figures that come out and just,
yeah,
I don't know, and are trying to do something for themselves and kind of don't really care who they take advantage of in the process. And
right.
you know me, that's why I'm Hufflepuff, baby. Like, I'm very we've talked about this before, I think, is some people are very the type of people that believe in the ends justify the means.
Mm.
And like, I got a goal, I'm gonna get there. Who cares what happens in the process, as long as it gets me to my goal? And it's
Yeah,
like, but it's like, I can't
I
live that way.
understand it, but then I also despise that.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't live that way. Like, I'm
it's like I
always
understand
hyper
it. I kind of
aware.
respect it to a certain degree sometimes, depending
Hmm.
on what you did really to
Yeah,
get to
yeah,
your
yeah,
goal. Like, if you
yeah,
really like shitted on people and don't give a fuck, like I can't respect it.
yeah, exactly.
But if it was more like nothing was gonna stop me besides like I'm just not gonna betray people, then I kind of
Hmm.
respect it.
Hmm.
But then it's also like I don't live like I have like morals. I like to treat people good.
Hmm.
Maybe I don't know, like if I don't know, like in a way, like it could be a disadvantage where it's like,
Hmm.
oh well, maybe people might think they could just take advantage of you or walk all over you until I fucking speak the fuck up and put my foot down. And I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not having that fucking
But then
shit.
you're not in the wrong. So to me, it's like, if at any point you exploited, manipulated, used, took advantage to get to where you are, I have a
Mm,
problem with you.
so it's justified.
Yeah.
Like I'm justified for being
Yeah,
that
yeah,
way.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
If
Like,
someone is like
because
using you,
it's happened
manipulating you, taking
recently
advantage of
in
you.
work in my actual 9 to 5. That's another
Mm-hmm.
reason why like we haven't been like too present in the podcast world because life takes its tolls. We adapt to new schedules. I'm working a lot more, but now we're gonna do our best. But in work, I'm nice. I'm quiet. You talk to me, I talk to you. You show me respect, I show you respect. But people could then look at me and be like, "Oh, he's a quiet, nice
he's timid,
person."
he's this,
But
yeah.
so I could probably just
But
say
I'm
whatever the
adult.
fuck I want to this person. And then when they try to play themselves and they see the other side of me, like, yo, I'm not having that shit. I'm a fucking man first, and you're gonna talk to me like a man, you're gonna respect me like a man. Then it's like, okay, my bad. Oh, don't fuck with him. Oh, but why did it have to get to that point?
Yeah.
Why can't we just be grown men and women and human and respect one another? And that's it.
But that's the thing. So there are the situations. That's how I choose to live, right? So to me, I'm
Big
always aware
Hufflepuffers.
of big Hufflepuff So to me, when I'm doing anything, like I try to be mindful or aware of, even when I repost something, I might like think a comment was stupid. A comment someone made on the internet was stupid, and I might want to like talk shit about it. What I won't do is leave their name in the screenshot. Because I would not want to gain a following. Let's say I gain a following, right? It's a big following. Take the screenshot of a dumb comment I saw, post it in my story to talk shit about it, and then my followers mob mentality and pull up to that person's page and harass them. Even if I thought what that person said was dumb.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel responsible for like sending hate someone's way.
Word.
You get what I mean? Like
publicly.
So
I get what you're saying because I'd never have done something like that, like on a story or just to express like, oh, like what this person said was stupid. But one time I said something in a comment section for the Knicks, and somebody said something to me, and then I started going back and forth with the person, and then I screenshotted it, send it to my Knicks group chat, and was like, let's jump him. But that was just that
but
one
that's,
time.
That's just
that was in private.
That's stupid. Like that. No, that's different. Like you could in a group chat, you express some frustration to your friends. That's your friend. As long as you know your friends ain't on weird time. Like let's go harass them. Like you know what I mean. Like you might be funny with it.
Maybe
like
one or two of them might have.
Yeah. But to joke, to play around, but not like if you have the responsibility is like with great power comes great responsibility. Like that. It's like when you have influence, you have to be very aware of who you're affecting and how you're affecting them. So when you get the Andrew Tates of the world who gain influence and then aren't like super careful about it, because to them it's just like, I'm doing my thing, I'm getting this money, I'm whatever the case may be. That's where I start to have a problem with you. You know what I mean? But
yeah, same.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. And if you go down the list of like celebrities or people that I don't like or dislike, like you'll see something of that sort where I feel like they exploited something or took advantage of something or are something where they're just being dishonest with an audience in some way. That's kind of what I dislike in a lot of ways, but especially from like public figures and influencers, and that's why I feel like I know that's why I'm in this. I feel like I'm in this space is to like kind of push back against that different. In a way. Yeah. Kind of like
God willing, with more success, we can set an example and show how we move, and hopefully it impacts in a positive way.
Facts. Exactly.
But from the top G to the little G, Adin Ross was banned from Twitch. I just wanted to say that. I don't know if you want to expand on that, but that was a situation that recently happened. We're kind of in that space where we're doing a podcast, we stream, we fucking chat it up. Lately, if you are in tune with us and you follow us on our Discord, we've been trying to be a little more active on that, building the community and all that. And we've been doing like some gaming streams with like FIFA, Harry Potter, Elden Ring. Shout out to the boy Hamilton. Shout out to Lewis.
Grinding.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I played it. I beat the whole game blindfolded. I'm nice like that. Don't even question my skills. And just like I streamed Grand Theft Auto 3 a couple times, like shit like that. So
we be getting back on the stream vibes. Also that reminds join the Discord. Join the Discord.
Yeah, it links in bio. It's in our LinkedIn, and we're gonna introduce more like community activities.
Movie nights.
We want to do movie nights.
We've been doing fucking movie nights with the gang though.
I forgot we was watching Harry Potter. We watched a little Game of Thrones with the homie Nick because he hasn't seen it. So it's like we building our little crew community, but we want to expand it. We want to let more people in. We're gonna do some aux battles, the aux wars for people that like music
nice with the aux,
and want to have fun. You don't even gotta be nice like that. You don't gotta be like the newest. You don't gotta put us on to things like that's not what that's about. It's about just it's random categories and you just pick shit that you want to hear and
pick a fly song, that you like, that fits the category.
So you just gotta be a fun person,
and you gotta be able to think on your feet, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically. We'll give you time, though. We're not going to press you.
Yep. But I say that to say we're kind of in the streaming world or we want to get into the streaming world. And with that being said, you know, Adin Ross was banned from Twitch. I'm not even really familiar with it, but you mentioned recently to me the streaming platform Kick. And I heard of it before you mentioned it because of him.
Yeah.
But,
So he got banned from Twitch. But now he's on this app Kick, which doesn't really have much moderation.
Yeah.
In terms of what you can and can't get away with. He streamed the Super Bowl on Twitch and on Kick. And
he was good.
He was fine, which is crazy.
The sad part about that is that the more eyes start to go that way, because he's going to get eyes to go that way. You mentioned like, hey, you never know. Let's start our page because
I'm always a fan of if you have a brand and something new drops, just lock up your brand name. Just make sure you're good on that. So.
But if we're even looking that way, I'm pretty sure more eyes. And the sad thing is that the more eyes are on a certain platform, the more it's gonna get regulated. And I'm pretty sure the NFL would have a problem with that if they actually fucking knew what the fuck Kick was. You know what I mean?
So here's the thing that people are saying so far about Kick is that similar to how Twitch started, where there was very little moderation, it gets people onto the platform. And then once people are onto the platform, you start introducing restrictions. And that makes sense, to be honest. But right now, it's kind of like people are calling it like a zoo. Like it's kind of just
crazy.
Wow. Like you could just.
We might have to jump on that just to see what we can do.
What another thing people are doing is they'll how you go on Omegle, but on Omegle a lot of times like random beats pop up.
I've never been on shit like that, so
You're
like
crazy,
I'm not really familiar with.
We
got to
do a content Omegle just stream.
I'm down.
Stream, not a
it
stream.
It would be something new for me, so it might be funny as fuck for me to interact with a new
but the crazy shit is
platform.
Like you could just get a random beef on that joint, so you can't really do it on Twitch. But I've seen people doing it on Kick because on Kick. Wait, did you ask why people would just have their meet out on Omegle?
Oh, that's what you mean by beef?
What'd you think I meant?
I thought like
niggas gonna beef with each other.
The block on you.
No. Like, what's your IP? What's your IP? I'm pulling up.
What block you on?
No. I mean, yeah, like people argue. People, might get into like arguments or just our general dicks on shit like that. But no, like
beef.
No. Like Franks.
Nah, bro.
Like Franks.
Chill.
Yeah, so you can't do shit like that on Twitch because
what kind of platform is this?
You taking a risk. Yeah, Omegle is just wild, but it could be funny or fun.
The only reason I heard of anything with Omegle is because recently the whole Lotto shit. She was on
Oh,
Omegle and she met like some like I don't know what his nationality is. I don't
okay,
want to offend nobody if I get it wrong, but it was like Indian
okay.
or Pakistani maybe. But
I didn't see him. You can't offend nobody because I
yeah,
mean, technically you can if they saw it, I guess. But
yeah, that's why like I'm trying to be sensitive with it, but I don't know the right way to
that's
explain
fine.
it. So she became friends with him, was like, hey, I'm gonna follow you on Instagram, follow my Instagram, go check it out. And like he
He was
saw
like
who it
shocked to
was.
see that.
Yeah, so his reaction, like
That's dope.
he was like, holy, like no way.
That's racist. Nah, but
Damn.
he spent all that time being sensitive about it.
To imitate him, but nah, I didn't mean
No,
it.
no, that's you just trying to match his sound. Like I
Yeah,
get it.
like
Like
so that
nah, I'm fucking with you.
yeah, don't fuck with me, man. You know I'm sensitive. Nah. But that shit was funny, like the reaction, and she's like, even they were laughing, like, yeah, like I'm gonna follow you, and she's like, and she followed him or whatever. But
That's fire. She gonna
that's the only
follow him,
reason I
so.
heard about that.
I was gonna say back in college, we was on chat roulette and Omegle like nightly when there was nothing to do,
Yeah,
and just trying to run into girls on that shit.
word.
Just to mac on some
Damn.
girls and just have fun. Just be.
You was in
It's funny.
college doing shit like that, and I was not in college having a
Raising
baby,
child.
ready to be a man.
Yeah, no,
So-
it was different worlds.
Yeah, like
We was in totally different worlds.
bro,
at
like
that point, bro.
talk to me about AIM and AOL. Like, yeah, I knew I was having fun.
Yeah, that feels like your
Fucking-
childhood, right? That feels like the last of your childhood.
Yeah, you know, like, which is weird because I was like 9 years old.
Yeah,
But
MySpace.
9 to like 15, 16. But
Mhm.
then talk to me about any of the shit after that, and it's like you said, two different worlds. Like I'm a grown man now,
and
like,
I'm fucking having the time of my life, not a care in the fucking world, like crazy.
fucking looking at boobs.
Trying, seeing a lot of rings in the process, unfortunately.
For every pair of boobs, you had to see like five beefs.
The frank to boob ratio wasn't
Crazy,
wasn't great.
damn.
But
So,
bro, I
put
swore
in
I
that
fell in love on
perspective-
that shit. Yeah, no, but it's
You fell in love. Wait a minute,
bro. I thought I fell in love on that shit with this girl, and then
that one quick.
and then internet connection, because internet connection depends on what college you go. The internet connection dropped out, bro. I never got her number.
Way.
Like some girls we would talk to, a decent amount of girls we would talk to, we would at least exchange like info, like
But,
off
like,
that.
y'all can't just find each other's username again.
There is no usernames.
You fell in love.
I thought, I'm like going hard. I'm going.
You
Fell in
were
love is
supposed
crazy.
to have a kid with and raise your kid with my kids is out there and lost because Omegle don't have usernames.
It might have been chat roulette, but neither of them have usernames. Neither of them. You can't. You don't have like a profile. You don't have like an account. So it's
Yeah.
like a. And that's the thing. Anyone could skip anyone at any point. Like I could think I saw the love of my life, and if she skips me at random, like that's it. It's over. But our internet connection like dropped out, and
I know a
the
lot of
next
people out
night-
there that can relate to that. The love of their life skipped over them because
no, not even. She ain't skip
on
over
chat
me.
roulette.
She ain't skip over me. I had that bagged up. Don't jack that. I had that bagged
Now
up.
your situation is different. Your
yeah,
situation,
yeah.
You just lost internet connection with them.
Yeah. She ain't skip me.
Fucking
But
college campus Wi-Fi. Fuck.
yeah, bro. And I remember just thinking like the whole next day, like, yo, we got to get back on. Whether it was chat roulette or Omegle, I was like, we got to try to get back on tonight and hope. That's the thing, bro. Is a lot of times when people do the chat roulette Omegle shit, they do it very randomly. It's not like a nightly thing. Like I'm gonna go on it every night. It's just like it's almost like a lightning in a bottle type shit. It's trying to catch lightning in a bottle. So the next day I was like, yo, I gotta go on. Hopefully,
you gotta hope that she's as smart as you, that she's like gonna go on at the same time again.
yeah,
y'all
like,
just go
yo, let's
randomly
try to.
end up
And then
in the
you
same-
still gotta hope that it matches you. Which what are the chances,
What
bro?
if
There's
she's
so many
still on
people.
Omegle to this day, and we do a random piece of content and we find her?
I couldn't even. I wouldn't even remember.
We should even
Bro, that
title it
was
"Looking for the Love of Your Life."
that'd
10
be
years
fire.
later.
But that was about 12 years ago. Like that was
12
like
years later.
I wouldn't even remember. I don't think I would
But
remember.
what if
I
you
know
don't
she was.
remember her?
Here's what
but
I
then
know.
we
Here's
start conversating and it starts coming back, and you're like, "You're that girl."
nah. There's no way. I would have to ask her. I would have to ask her. I wouldn't even just assume.
That's
Be
what I'm
like,
saying. That's
I
what
know you.
I'm doing.
You the love of my life. um,
Did you fall in love with me too that one time?
it's nah. See, it wasn't like falling in love, but it was like me and her was really vibing.
Damn.
And
Mad compatible.
all I remember is she was from Cali, and her name
Automatically, she 3 hours behind. Y'all gotta really like sonically.
But we was on that
mentally
shit late though
connect
too.
to meet again.
Her name was. It was either like I want to say it was Diana, but I'm not sure. It might have been like Deanna. I don't remember. But
was it an E or I?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I didn't read it. We said it to each other. So I don't remember. I just don't remember. It's a long time ago. I spoke to her that one time, and it was over. If there's any out there that think they recognize me, and you think, honestly, one thing too is like, I'm a familiar face. My face doesn't change. My face didn't change. Though.
I was gonna say maybe a little longer chin hairs, but for the most part, like
my face didn't change.
You still the same like you like if someone knew you like as a kid and didn't see you till now, they would remember you. Like I was in the same class with that kid.
Yeah, same. Face.
I remember him when I was a kid. Like because your
100%.
face is like still the fucking same.
Yeah, 100%.
Me, I feel like. Maybe, but maybe not because I got a beard now.
Beard, yeah, it's a little
You
tougher.
know what I'm saying? So like everyone saw me like baby face, young. You know what I'm saying? Like even my hair was short and all that too. Like
that's what you just did to imitate yourself as a kid.
That's just me being animated kid.
But also the thing is like she wouldn't remember me because I don't remember her face. So that's what I'm saying. Even though my face didn't change, I don't remember her face. She would never remember my face. Yeah. We would literally have to just meet, connect, and then be like, awesome, like random question I gotta ask you type shit. Like, was you? I
feel like there's a lot of people out there in the world though that like with me specifically that. If I was ever to become like a notable face or figure in some aspect, that would like remember me that I don't remember. I don't remember them, but there's a lot of people out there that would remember me if my face became like.
Are you saying you think that would happen? Or are you saying.
I feel like I know for sure like that would happen.
That would happen? Where you know that, well, they know you, but you don't remember them?
But at one point I did know them, and I should remember them.
But you don't remember?
Like now I don't no more.
I feel like I don't forget people.
I feel like
I'm not opposite.
I feel like I see people. I could see someone that I probably hung out with a couple times, like in 2009. Now, and like it would take me a couple times, or them just refreshing my memory for me to be like, "Oh shit, yeah."
I'm not like, for me, like I take pride in the fact that like I like if I ever was cool with you or we had a like I won't forget that. Like
that's
I remember,
one of the
like,
things that like fucking get me tight. There's this one dude that I remember from high school that we were mad cool. Like we even hung out. He knew someone I knew. We went and like chilled a couple times, and like, bro, I remember that, but like if you told me like, yo, point out who that person is, I cannot remember his face.
Okay, well, remembering a face,
even bumping into him, I would like not recognize unless I was reminded.
Damn.
Like that's how I feel. Like it's to that point. And
see,
like,
I was gonna say remembering a face like just off memory is tougher than if you put them in my face and I said, "Oh, I recognize." You know what I mean? Like that.
Maybe I would, but I feel like I wouldn't with this specific person. Like
I feel that.
I could hardly remember his name, but he was my boy.
Yeah.
But it was only for like a
You loved him?
second. No.
But
I fell in love. That's why I forgot his name.
I was gonna say I have a really good friend that I actually met through Omegle.
Wait, let me clear that. I fell in love with my girl and was like more worried about being around my girl and all. That's why I don't remember this friend that I once had. Anyway, yeah.
I made a really good friend on Omegle before. To this day, like really good friend. So
you know their name and you got the information.
Yeah, like we spoke on the phone. We FaceTime. Like this is my friend. Like
a girl.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it just like so. I'm me. I'm a fan of like meeting. Not meeting. It sounds funny to hear like I'm a fan of meeting people because I don't fuck with people. But like
what?
Like I'm a fan
no, I
of
don't
like
know that actually. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm a fan of like making new friends. It's
when
really
you do
hard
make a
for
new
me.
friend, you enjoy having someone
when I make
new
that
that you
friend,
get along with.
Yes, because it's
but
rare.
You don't.
I don't actively
really,
go out and try to be friends
exactly.
with everyone.
You're not like actively social.
I'm not forcing relationships and trying to be friends with everyone. Like I'm not that guy. Like
yeah, unless I drag you outside and like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, that's not my vibe. But when I do meet someone, it's not a forced encounter. It happens naturally. I enjoy that. I enjoy like that's dope. Like you're dope. I wouldn't have known you was dope, but now you dope. Like and I appreciate good friendships, good relationships. Like I'm a fan of that. Like so
I feel like we kind of got derailed without really getting derailed, but like just to kind of tie up a loose string.
Mm-hmm. I fell in
Kick
love.
allows us to stream Omegle.
Kick allows you to stream Omegle. Yeah.
And we're gonna do that.
So yeah, we should, right? There are people that Twitch streamers that are.
If anyone has beef
you can also
with me,
gamble on Kick. Okay. I swear to God. Go ahead. Finish your threat.
It's gonna be a problem. We gonna spend a block.
But yeah, you could gamble on Kick as well. So if we on our FanDuel vibes, you could gamble on Kick.
I feel like the only proper gambling is like the way Drake does it, like playing Russian roulette and shit. Like,
no. I mean, you can even place bets on, like, you can't do that on Twitch. You can't even like pull up FanDuel on your screen on Twitch.
So like you can have your audience like help you build a parlay by like showing you the screen and like being like, all right, so we're gonna go with the negative 170 or we're gonna go plus 200 for whatever, and let's go that and just build a parlay like with your community type shit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the same shit we want to use that portion of our Discord for, the better days channel, where you got access to like our plays and shit. Which my son over here just won like. What was your odds? What was your odds? Talk about the odds, because I don't like talking about the bread you win. I like talking about the odds. The odds was
phone. It was like plus 15,000.
Yeah, it was crazy odds you hit. So that's what I'm saying. Like
everyone that I even show that to, they're like, "Oh shit! Like how the fuck you got?" Plus 5,395.
That's what I was gonna guess, because I know what you put on it, so I know what that would multiply to based on.
Yeah.
So so join the Discord again. Gain access to shit like that. But so we could do shit like that on Kick as well.
If you're curious, though, I got Isaiah Pacheco anytime touchdown, Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown, Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, and AJ Brown anytime touchdown. Those four alone, just to hit on that, is fucking crazy. And then I had 4 more other legs, and one of them was AJ Brown for 80 yards. Mm-hmm. He only had like 3 fucking catches the whole game, and he went over 80.
He had like what, 81?
96. Check that out.
I know
if you follow us on our Discord. Another plug for that Discord.
Join the Discord. But but aside from that, so Adin Ross got banned on Twitch. I don't really have much to say about this.
I
I don't
don't
know, but he's
either,
kind
but the
of
fact that he kind of is like saying like, yo, like it's for no reason, like this is really fucked up and unfair. They could just control you however the fuck
he's.
they want.
What are your thoughts on it before I kind of?
I don't know much about Adin Ross, so it's not like I'm over here like it's unfair and fully like agreeing with him, but it's like it's rare that you see shit like this. Like the only people I've seen like media control, like media platforms, like social media platforms. Let me be more specific. Control and try to like ban from anything has been Donald Trump, Kanye West, and now him. And it's like, what the fuck? Like,
Him as
why?
an Aiden over like Andrew Tate.
Oh, and Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them. Both now Aiden on Twitch as the only like social media platform. If you want to, I put it as that.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
But like, it's just weird. Like, what now we're in like a time where media, so like things like that, like apps. These are technically apps, like that you don't like, can control.
It's
ban you
deplatforming. It's
and
the rise of something called deplatforming.
I know you can more like in a better way say explain it. What
Specifically, I was talking about
it.
this recently because I was talking about how I hate when people create words that like don't serve a purpose.
Okay.
Like there are a lot of words that are made. Like I don't mind slang. That sounds like I hate all new slang and shit. But there are certain words that come up and it's like this word. It had like gaslighting.
Yeah.
That's just another word for manipulation. Like why did we have to create a new word for it and run it into the ground?
Isn't instigating the same shit? Like
I
feel like gaslighting I thought was like hyping someone to like get more
gaslighting is
angry
basically like lying to someone to kind of instigate. I guess instigating is similar, yes. But yeah, just to me, it's manipulating. But like you hear the word gaslighting come up, and now everybody's like, "Oh, I'm being gaslit. You're gaslighting," and it's like, why did we create a new word for this?
Ever said that shit in a sentence?
Yeah, I use it ironic. I've used it ironically. Like I'm be like, "You're gaslighting me," like as a joke. But yeah, like that word. Why'd that word need to exist? But I was talking about I don't mind the word deplatforming because it serves a purpose that is unique to the time.
That's
in
what I'm
previous
saying. We're
times
in a time where that can happen.
where it can happen.
Crazy.
So that's why I was
like my only thoughts on the like Adin Ross situation. Any
is
further
we're seeing
into
people
it,
get
like,
deplatformed.
Yeah, it's like, yo, that's why I would even bring it up as a topic, because like this is a whole different time now where that's happening, and
it's early like, internet age shit. Like years and years from now, depending on how long the world lasts. Which
there'll be more social media platform laws, probably.
Yes, so we're still in. It feels like we've had the internet for 20 something years now, right? Cool. That's a very short time span in the long run of how much crazier the internet can get, right? So right now it's very loose regulation on the internet. Even cyberbullying, there's like laws have to be created really because there's not much in place already because it's a new kind of world you're navigating.
Yeah.
So deplatforming is like a newer thing. It's early age internet shit, but where you have people saying like, oh, but what about freedom of speech and shit like that? But it's like the problem with that always is that these are private companies. They don't have to let anyone on the app. They're still private companies.
And it's like at some point that wasn't a consideration until now.
And now there'll be fights
against it. These platforms have kind of built superstars, people who have built careers, who
and then they could just take it off
these, and it's like
take it away. Yeah.
Oh, that never existed before, but it didn't exist for a reason. But people like you didn't exist. People didn't elevate themselves on our platforms and become rich and this and that, and now just you want to use us. So now we're gonna show you that actually we have the power
take
all
the power
along.
Back.
And it's kind of crazy where I look at it because like a person like Adin Ross, it sticks out to me now the most, more than a Kanye, more than a Trump. It's like this dude, Adin Ross, built himself off these platforms, specifically Twitch. And then when Twitch bans you, it's like going into internet jail. You know what I'm saying? It's like when a person in real life like goes to jail and now cannot make a living for themselves. That's what Twitch basically did to him.
Yeah, well, not even Twitch specifically, but when you're deplatformed, it's
in general,
like jail.
But I'm saying
internet
specifically
jail.
for him, he's in internet jail.
Yeah, but he
because of
still has
Twitch.
like Instagram. He still has Twitter. Like, so it's
But
not.
now he
That's
got
what I
that.
mean. But
Now, if
deplatforming is the
every
real.
fucking platform fucking did it to him, and it's even worse, obviously.
Yes.
But
To me, that's
like
that is
Kanye
the
got
worst shit,
deplatformed on all levels. Like he wasn't allowed on nothing.
Yeah, but for some it doesn't matter as much. Kanye has a legitimate talent. You know what I mean? He's legitimately useful in music and or clothing,
Fashion.
right? So exactly. So he don't even gotta be in the public.
And even if he didn't have none of that, he has and had enough money where he probably definitely has real estate.
Mhm.
Even if he claims he don't have a home anymore, like his iPhone is his home and his book bag's his home, I'm pretty sure he has houses he owns that he makes money off of, and
100%.
assets that he makes money off, even if he didn't have.
And Kanye's
if he didn't drop an album tomorrow or in a year from now, or drop sneakers or
so it's different.
You feel me?
Yeah, it's different from someone like Adin Ross, who it's all built from social media. It's built from having social media influence.
Yeah,
it's built off of internet influence. And yes,
and
now
it's
you make
early
real
in
life
that,
connections.
in that for him. It's
Yeah,
early in that. Kanye was rich already before this
exactly.
age.
So
He's rich after this age, during this age.
100%.
This is early for Adin Ross. So Adin Ross don't have the luxury of getting deplatformed and having. I would hope he has assets like.
I'm sure he has assets now. He's got bread now. Yeah, so.
But not to the level of Kanye. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know
Facts.
what I mean?
It's not like who knows if it's enough to live off of. Now he might have to be smart with it, which I'm sure at his level you've developed enough connections that you'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
But
hopefully,
in Aiden's situation, he's complaining or he was talking about like that, that they're trying to silence him or some shit.
Yeah.
They said to me, one thing I do know, you say you didn't know Adin Ross very well. I don't know him as a person very well. I don't know how much of what I see from him as a character. A lot of times though, I do feel like there are a lot of genuine moments with him. And I see a gullible kid. He's a gullible kid. He's not
I guess from the little moments I've seen, I can kind of.
He plays into it. He plays into it a bit.
The whole like him and Andrew Tate, like that could be another thing too. He rubbed elbows with Kanye. He rubbed elbows with Andrew Tate. So it's like the straw that's gonna break the camel's back. Like they've been waiting for that. Like looking at him and like, trying to figure out. Is he one of the ones?
Is he going to be harmful or harmless?
Lean towards those guys' sides because he's rubbed elbows with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that gullibleness, I kind of seen like with the whole Andrew Tate, like him shaving his head bald and trying to be cool and be like, oh, I'm the little G or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
so to me, some of it is he is smart enough to play into it for content purposes, right? But I do feel like there is some gullibleness to him, right? Like, and I think he's kind of just, or like whether it's orchestrated or whether he's really like that, cool with Tate and like wants to follow in that kind of light. Like the being silenced thing is like, all right, let's not act like you were saying really inflammatory shit. Like you weren't like rallying hate groups to, or like people
that's
to
why I'm
hate
confused
anything.
why she even.
That's what I mean. But
I
like,
didn't see none. I just saw maybe one thing, maybe where he has someone on speaker saying the N-word. Or something like that. Like I saw something like that, and then next thing I know, like he was banned from Twitch. So I don't know if it correlates with each other, or if it was a bunch of things over time.
When you say the N-word, you talking about like hard R?
I don't even think hard R, no.
Oh, so then you can't get banned for that.
But I don't know.
Right. Turn on a Cenat stream. Like
Yeah.
But to me, like the whole thing when these dudes get deplatformed and they're like, I'm being silenced. It's like a lot of times it's like, nah, you kind of just you're developing an influence, and your influence is proving itself to be more dangerous than beneficial. You know what I mean? Because why wouldn't they just deplatform anyone with large followings and influence? It's like, as long as you're not being potentially dangerous, and the thing with someone like Andrew Tate is he speaks to people that take the message and run with like hating women type vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's
Yeah.
like, I can see why, they'll be like tired of this kind of shit.
Yeah, pull back on him.
Yeah. With Adin, like, I don't even know why he was banned. So I mean, who knows? But I know he was constantly gambling he was gambling a lot, and Twitch doesn't allow gambling. And then apparently he wasn't banned, but then he stopped fucking. He decided he was gonna try out Kick, and because of its looser restrictions, and then after that they banned him. And it is possible that Twitch saw he was starting to, stream over there, and because he's such a big influence, it's like, all right, fuck that, we're banning you.
And they felt salty. That's not fair, though. I guess there's no rules to say that they're not allowed to do that. The thing. But to me, that's not fair.
I get what you're saying. That's vindictive. It's vindictive. It's corny. You're not like, if you don't have a legitimate reason to ban him. Now, if you have a legitimate reason, cool. But which I don't know. Like I said, I'm not.
We would have to get more educated by someone who's more in tune with it.
Yeah. So if they don't have a reason, then it's whack. But at the same time, like, it's hard to really fight against because there's nothing really in place about it. And that's why I do believe, like, in coming years, like, there will be more like owning of like your intellectual property on these apps and shit. You know what I mean? And laws that go into shit like that, so that you have access to all your content. You can't just, because if this is a workplace kind of thing, which social media kind of has become, like, for some people, certain platforms are their workplaces.
The internet is, I think that's the number one thing going into the future. That's like the craze, the internet
that needs to be figured out. That needs to be kind of
like people. We're talking platforms on the web 2. We're talking the web 3 where people are fucking selling home contracts. Like selling houses through NFTs, and like you own the contract, and there's a trail of every owner of like leases and deeds and things like that. From that to the AI shit that's fucking popping up, and like, bro, I don't know. That's the number one thing to watch going into the next 10 years.
Oh, we haven't even gotten a chance to talk about AI.
Evolutionized.
Shout out to Allen Iverson, the original AI. We haven't even really gotten into AI, and that's been a huge thing this year, so far. So, man, more podcast episodes coming.
Exactly. I slipped that in just to let it be known too, like, yo, we could keep going, but like, we got shit in the chamber,
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately, I'm gonna summarize it up. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna say this: going forward, more podcasts, more Discord action, more Discord community building, Twitch.
Might fuck with the Kick.
We're gonna do shit like that on Twitch, where we do gaming, we do ARTZ battles, we do whatever we could do on Twitch.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna have Kick. We're gonna try that out. We're gonna do some fun stuff. We're gonna do the Omegle shit just for laughs and
shits and giggles
and experimenting to see how I react. But we're also gonna use it to do whatever we can do that's different from fucking watch movies, if we could watch movies and shit like that. So stuff to look forward to. And 2023 and beyond, we gotta watch the evolution of this internet shit.
Facts. If you're still rocking with us, we appreciate you for rocking with us.
And, I know there's people still rocking with us. They never stop rocking with us. Our day ones, our true ones.
Right.
They be waiting. no matter how long it takes to drop an episode, they hit us up, they support, they give words of encouragement.
And
So
that's really kind of
shout to
what
y'all.
brings us back a lot of the times. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
shouts to
Like,
y'all.
and you know, we be folding. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna take the accountability. I be folding.
I'll take the accountability all day. I've done it
It's
multiple
tough.
times. You know,
Yeah,
shit
but
happens. Life takes its toll. We're not prominent figures in this. We can't make a living doing this. So when
yeah,
we do
exactly.
this, we
So it's like
do
a
it
side
for the
hustle type
passion,
vibe. Yeah,
the fucking the we take our own time, our own personal time and out of our life and our fucking responsibilities to do shit like this, just to try to connect with the audience and connect with the people that do fuck with us and love us. So
facts.
once again, shout out to y'all.
Yes, sir.
Y'all the real MVPs.
Yes, sir. With that said, I'm WorkinGenius.
I'm faking no moves. You already know.
Thank you for
Make
listening.
sure
Thank
you
you for
like,
watching.
comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Tell a
Make sure
friend
you
to do the
follow
same
us
thing.
on all platforms.
Facts.
And you got anything else?
See y'all next week.
Love, peace, all that.
Or in 2 weeks.
Catch us when you catch us.
Peace.